Guys, Mark here, back at Shapiro TV, and I am here with the man from Atlanta, from the Pivot Conference. He was nice enough to let me go up on stage, speak. I didn't have to do it in my birthday suit. Shane, say hello to everybody here at Shapiro TV.
Mark, it's great to be here. Great office, great energy here, and I appreciate you having me on the show.
I will tell you that, number one, I really enjoyed meeting your wife. Two, the hospitality was insane. And three, the quality of the people that were at your conference was maybe the best quality of people that I have met so far in a conference, okay? And, I actually learned a lot from some of the speakers and really felt blessed to be there. So thank you.
Well, it was an honor you came. We all enjoyed you. Everyone had lots of great things to say about you. And one thing that you said that really hit home is that we worked really hard to make sure not only do we have great speakers, but good attendees. We like the thought of saying, we're not just trying to sell it out for people just to come, because we don't make money off of events. What we do is we do it to meet new friends, relationships, and hopefully future partners. So we were and we do everything we can to treat everyone like family. So it's a lot more intimate. Even though it was a big event, it felt more intimate, didn't it? You know?
Well, let me just ask you right now on camera, where are you November 9th?
November 9th? I don't think we have anything booked out November 9th. Yes, sir.
So November 9th we're doing our big event here in Miami.
Yes, sir.
And we would love to have you come.
Be an honor.
And we'll get all the details to you, and we'll take care of whatever you need us to take care of.
That'd be amazing. Is it a real estate event?
All real estate.
Oh, that's
we
great.
have.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to announce it right away, and it all depends on his personal health. But he's already agreed to come.
Wow.
Bob Kiyosaki, my guy, Robert G. Allen.
Wow.
Okay.
Big guys.
We have local developers, but they're national developers. We have George Perez. I'm related. I have asked Steve Ross to come. I have asked Steve Wyckoff to come. Okay, and then a couple other guys like Jay Masserman. He owns about 25,000 units, and I've asked Jerry Kaufman from the Kaufman organization. He has cancer, but he's been fighting it, and he's agreed to come. And then the two Kaufman twins, his nephews, who run Sotheby's for the state of Florida.
Wow.
And one or two other super guest speakers, a former professional football player and former professional baseball player.
And then you have Atlanta Southern guy coming.
We got the Atlanta Southern guy, and Daniel G is going to actually come and do some sales training.
See, the amazing thing about that is the fact that a lot of people don't know there's a lot to an event, but also you're giving everyone access to those kind of top speakers. And not just the speakers, people will meet their future partners there in the audience. They say the next $1 million ideas in someone else's mind. So what better room to be in than an event like that? So I'd be an honor to come speak for sure.
Beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Where did I just see you this weekend?
Sir?
Where did I just see you this weekend?
So we were at another event actually in Orlando, the Avanza Conference, held by Anderson. Great guy, great conference, great people. It was great to see, because I think I've seen like 3-4 times in the last 2-3 months now. Saw you in California, Orlando, Atlanta, and here. It's amazing.
Yeah, California was really a good event.
Yes.
Super close with Albert, and super close with his wife. And we had the whole crew out there. We had Christian. We had Pablo, who's no longer with us. We had Paula, my assistant. We had Frank, my bodyguard. Who else did we have? Mikey was there. Ziva was there. That was it. Andres? Andres wasn't there.
I like it that you travel around with a big group, though. It's good. You have good energy, good guys. And I was telling you off camera that all of them are very young. So I'm just very impressed with that. And they look at you like a father figure is what it looks like, too.
Yeah, too bad they don't listen to me too well, definitely don't listen to me very well. And, the funny thing is that I see and I learn a lot from them. And at age 65, and just getting my Medicare card, just got my Medicare card.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
That's amazing.
My wallet's over there. I'll show it to you. And I feel more younger and more energized than ever before. It's like, I'm so blessed that we've got such good energy. But I was actually starting to tell you. So the students come into the course. We teach them how to buy with little or nothing.
That's great.
And so we teach them creative financing. We teach them subject to. But they come into the program. Day one, they get a proof of funds. Then they get pre-qualified for a mortgage. What then happens, the day they come into the course, they get transferred to our funding department, and we form them an LLC.
Wow.
And then we give them business funding.
They don't. I hope people at home I hope they understand this. That's completely valuable. If I would have had that, I would have started many years earlier. So that's amazing.
Well, you use business funding.
Sir?
You teach that, right?
Yeah. So we teach creative financing. We teach how to do loans and stuff like DSCR loans, multifamily, Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae. But we don't teach business funding though. But it's very important. I have a friend. His name's Brian Reyes. And another buddy, he goes by Smitty the Goat, and he teaches people how to get funding up to $250,000 anyway for business stuff.
So as they come through the funnel, they're immediately going to get their LLC formed and that.
Wow.
What we also do is if they have any kind of credit issues, we fix their credit.
Wow.
So we go through that aspect. Now we teach them not only how to buy, evaluate, find, and finance real estate, and obviously execute the financing, execute the rehab, and then get it leased. We teach them to understand the different markets. We show them how to navigate Section 8, because in a lot of markets where you have this low barrier of entry and a high rent per square foot,
Yes.
you can actually go into the market and make a big anomaly. So we're super big in Lubbock, in Florence, Alabama, in Montgomery. We're crushing it in St. Louis, Missouri.
Really?
We just did a deal yesterday in Enos, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and where else are we? Akron, Dayton, Columbus, Cleveland, Detroit, Memphis. We just did closed yesterday and funded today. In Memphis, we did 9 duplexes at 18 units for
Wow.
one student, and we got him 95% financing on a DSCR loan.
That's
He
crazy.
owns 17 other properties. Okay, he's one of our students, one of our stars, and he is a Wichita lineman. I don't know if you ever heard that song by Glenn Campbell.
No.
Yeah, there's a song. I am a lineman for the county. It's Glenn Campbell. I don't know if you ever know who he
I've
was.
heard that, but okay, I didn't know his name.
And it's called Wichita Lineman, and that's what this guy is, okay? And when he came to us, he had one property, and we just started to recalculate. The other day, we were at $62 million because we forgot that we are building 2 new constructions in New Jersey, a 40 and a 36 with one of our students. And now with just this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we did another $2.5 million. The duplexes was substantial. And so now we're at almost $65 million in closed transactions with students that didn't have a whole lot of knowledge.
That's amazing. I wish I had that when I was in my 20s. I didn't start real estate till I was 30. I'm 38 now.
You're 38?
Right. Yes, sir.
You look so young.
I like you, Mark. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, you do. I thought you were like 30 like Anderson.
Really?
I was surprised when Anderson told me he was 31.
I thought he was 25 or 23
I thought
or
he
something.
was
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
He's a good guy.
He is wonderful. His sister was amazing. Okay, she was like helping run the event. His wife was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And I really, some of the people that spoke, I didn't get a chance to listen to them. I got a chance to talk to them after, and they were incredibly sweet. And one woman was amazing. Her name's Vita.
Yeah, big multifamily.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And really connected with her. But, and I couldn't, I tried to listen to Yato, but I was getting ready to get myself psyched up and get prepped up to speak. So I couldn't really listen. I did get to listen to a few of the people, and I really enjoyed their message. I will tell you, this kid, Matt, was, who's in the insurance business. I don't know, did you meet him?
No, I didn't get to meet Matt.
He was incredible. He had a certain kind of energy, a certain kind of vibe, and I really, really, really liked his energy.
Yeah. One thing that's interesting, because you're mentioning all these younger people, is I always say a good investor is always learning. And in Taekwondo, because I grew up in Taekwondo, when I was a black belt and I was starting to teach classes, I realized I could learn from the white belts, even though that they were just there. And the fact that earlier you said that you're learning from the young people and everything, that's actually very special. There's some people that I've seen that say, Shane, I have 40 years experience or 30 years experience. And I realized they only have 1 year experience. They just repeated it over 30 years and they've never changed. It's like building the same Honda Civic over and over and over every year. You've got to modernize it. So I thought that was very interesting. And here you are talking about all these young people and what they've done, learning from. It's just impressive to me.
I didn't even think of it that way.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm not so good with social media.
No, you're killing it. I think
Christian just showed me how to sign on and do a collaboration, and then he got me it's not a selfie stick. What is it, Christian?
It's like a tripod.
It's like a tripod.
A tripod,
And I filmed myself at the gym yesterday. He said he liked it. Filmed myself in the car a little bit. He said it didn't do so good. And then today I filmed myself doing legs at the gym. And so...
Yeah, I liked your workout video you did without the shirt and you're doing all the boxing moves and stuff. I thought that was really good.
So did Grant reply to our message? So we have challenged Grant to a charity boxing match.
That would be Grant, if you're listening, I definitely would love to see this.
And it just
for sure,
all for the good, kids with cancer or something like that. You can never do enough to enrich somebody else's life. You can never do enough to help somebody. So, and just today, I had a friend pass last night.
I'm sorry.
And we've been working because his family didn't want to give him what's called a Jewish burial. And I had arranged with the wife last Wednesday when I was with him in the hospital to take care of certain things and have a Jewish burial. And they decided they were going to cremate him. Now, in Judaism, we have a soul, what we call it a neshama. And if he got cremated, it would damage his neshama forever.
Oh, I didn't
And
know
he
that.
would never have a proper resting place to rest in peace. So we pushed it, to do it the right way, and thank God for that. So, I think we're missing the point about how fragile life is and how important it is to try to do the right thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me what makes you and your company different from everyone else.
Yeah, so everyone who came into my company, and it's weird saying company because I'm just a nerdy real estate investor.
Well,
And
number one, you're not nerdy.
Yeah.
Okay. Number two, you're always dressed really cool.
Okay, well, I like that.
So-
Mark, you're saying I look young and I dress good. I like you.
Yeah. So I don't buy that.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you my story. I guess how it started, the root, and then is I found my why. I grew up in the church as well, and we were doing missionary trips, like to Mexico, Bolivia, Panama, like mainly Latin American countries. And I found myself coming back to the States and going to churches and people asking for money to be able to go help people. And I was like, man, I'm in this mega churches sometime, and they wouldn't even give but like $100 or something. I was just shocked. And I'm like, man, I need like $4,000 each time I go, and by the time I fly hotel, I'm barely able to give anything to the people. So at the time, I was teaching martial arts, and I owned my own taekwondo school, and I had 2 of them. We were doing okay, but still, it's like it wasn't enough for me to fund the mission trip myself. I said, well, what can I do? So I said, you know what, I'm going to get into real estate. I met this actually older gentleman. He was in his mid-60s, funny enough, and he said, I do real estate. And I said, well, sir, I want to learn. So I kind of found out what he was doing. I said, I want to duplicate that. And I said, if I make money, I can make my assets or my money make money for me, and I'll fund my own stuff. So in my first year, it took me 5 years to get started, though. But after I did get started, I got 60 homes my first year at 30 years old, all 80, 90%
Nice.
in seller
Amazing.
financing and creative financing. And I used all the cash flow to, number one, take care of myself and my family. I wanted to take care of my grandma. I wanted to take care of my mom and my dad. My dad's 85 this year. And I wanted to be able to help these poor kids. Because when I was in Dominican Republic, there's a certain kid that stands out that is a young boy. He had worms coming out at the top of his head. He had a pot belly, just real sad. And the water that they would move the slime off the top of water just to try and give me a little bit of water. And every time I see a bottle of water like this, I always think of those kids. So I knew my why, and I was able to make money to be able to go help in different countries. So we built churches, we built wells, schools, and I was very active it gave me the financial freedom that I wanted. So now that I've grown, we're up at 400 single family and 150 multifamily. So now I'm wanting to now be talking to you and get some mentorship. I want to sell off my single family, put it all in a multi or commercial, maybe do some development. But I kind of ingrained that in my team. We want to, if you have purpose, you tend to do it more. You know what I mean? Like it makes you actually, like I just got married. So now that I got married, if anything, that put more of a fire underneath my butt to want to give her the life she wants.
I'd say she gets a pretty good life. I've been to your house.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to spoil her as much as I can. And
Don't spoil her too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, of course,
I made that mistake.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Many times. Trust me.
Well, one thing, and you mentioned my wife earlier. Yeah, she's not only a beautiful girl, but like I'm 38 years old. I got married a little later in life. This is my first time being married, and then the last time too, hopefully. And I told her when I met her, I said, "You're more than a pretty face. She has the heart so beautiful." We're going on 5 years of being together. We've been married 2.5 years. We had our wedding though last year in November.
Nice.
And she speaks Spanish too. So what we really want to do is what I told my team, going back to that question, is we want to grow what we have, take care of ourselves, because you have to take care of yourself, teach other people, build future partners, have a nerdy community where we can all nerd out about real estate.
Yeah.
And then go help really the poor. And America is the best country in the world, in my opinion. And but the poorest people I've seen here are nothing compared to what I've seen out there. At least we have opportunity there. They don't have. I mean, I've been out in the woods and gone out like 3 hours out where there's not even roads, and there's just little communities, and they're literally gathering water where cows are walking and using the restroom. They're literally gathering that water to go home and cook with. It's just they don't understand germs and all, and it's heartbreaking. So that's kind of what I've engraved in my team. So that we've started with the why first, and then we want to do it. I want to grow to like what you've got here, have a good young group of people that just hungry, good energy, have a good reason why, and just exactly what you have here. That's what I want to grow to. So we're starting small right now. I'm still trying to catch up to you, especially on social media.
Well, number one, you don't have to catch up to anybody. You just got to worry about yourself. Number two, my primary office is not here. Where I run my apartments out of is on the other side of the water.
Oh, wow.
On Miami Beach. So that's where I run my portfolio. And I was very blessed. After the hardship that I went through, we were actually, after being exonerated, we were able to actually get back about 8,500 of the units. And now we've grown it a little bit to we're getting close to 10,000. And, I wouldn't sell a single one of your homes.
You wouldn't?
The biggest mistake I made was in '97 when I decided I wanted to be extremely, extremely wealthy. I sold 7,700 units in 1997 and retired for the first time. And that was the biggest mistake I made. That was number one. What I would tell you is to put stabilized financing on all 400 of the homes. Put 30-year debt on them. Go with an aggressive mortgage payment program, so adding a principal payment
pay
to every
down.
month, or 2 principal payments, because one will make you, if you have a 30-year debt, it'll go to 15. If you make 2, it makes it 7.5.
Yes.
And bring in an operating partner that's going to manage them, give them a piece of the deal, and then take that headache of the scattered homes all over
I like
the
it.
place.
Yes, sir.
And then take that cash flow and grow your multifamily portfolio. And right now, we are starting to see, Tony was amazed, who's my sales director. He's staying at my home until Thursday. Rob, my chief operating officer, I think you met.
Yeah, they're great
he-
guys.
He has his own room at my home. Okay.
I need a room too.
You could stay there. We have 7 bedrooms. And Tony's, I get a phone call, and Tony's guy's calling me. I have him on the speakerphone, and he says, "Who is that?" I said, "He's a banker." He goes, "What was he just talking to you about?" I said, "He's a banker here in Florida, and they just took back 4 properties."
Oh, wow.
And he said, "Why'd he call you?" And I said, "I don't know, because I've known him for 30 years. He said, "Well, he could have called anybody." He goes, "I'm sure he called a few other guys, but he called me because one of them deals fit my profile." And it's a new build. They're having trouble leasing it. They gave it back to the bank, and we already made them an offer today to
Wow.
just buy their debt at par. Okay.
That's amazing.
And last night he heard the deal, and he said, "It's a 5 cap, and it's only 80% rented." I said, "Uh-huh." He said, that's what you do when you buy a good deal."
Yes.
And he's like, "I got to get into that." And I'm like, "Well, it's a little more money than you have." He's like, "Yeah, but I'm going to make it." And he's like, "Why do you get these deals?" And literally in the last week, we've probably seen 17 bank deals since it'll be, today's Wednesday, in the last week, since last Wednesday.
Yeah.
17 bank deals. I don't want to say on camera who the banks are. I'll tell you off camera who they are. And we're starting to see the market, and they're all Florida-based.
Wow.
Market's coming unglued.
It is.
So you need to prep yourself so that you have your investors with their dry powder. You have your dry powder. Don't use your money.
All right.
Okay, that's the last thing you want to use.
All right. Sounds good.
And put the portfolio of the single families in a safe place with someone you trust. Okay, and then leave your multi the way it is. Don't leverage it anymore.
All right.
Okay, because I saw your reel with Grant Cardone. You took out $880,000 on that deal.
I did.
888.
888.
888.
You heard it
See, I
perfect.
remember.
Yes, sir.
And just touch base with me once a week or twice a week, and I'll just flow the deals that I'm not buying to you. I had a guy wanted to buy my program, and he's a syndicator out of Palm Beach, raises $6 million a month.
Wow.
And I
that's
said,
crazy.
he goes, "I want to partner with you." And I said, "What do I need you for?" And
Yeah.
he said, "Good point. I'll syndicate the deals, okay, and we'll co-GP them." I said, "Fine." I said, "You're still going to pay me my program because that's the price of admission." And even the people that work here, they have to sign up for our program.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So what we're doing is it's a culture shift, okay? I don't know what Grant's program is, but 2 of the guys that work here for me used to work for Grant, and they were super successful working for Grant, and they left and started their own business, and then we just brought their business in here, okay? And they started working with us. They signed their agreement on Friday. Today is Wednesday, and they've already done over $500,000 in business funding for
That's
our new
amazing.
students. So,
That's amazing.
and I'm sure you have multiple Inc. and Citizens and Truist Bank cards and B of A and Wells Fargo.
Well, I don't have Wells
0%.
Fargo. I have Chase. I had some of them, but they only last like 12 to 18 months, right?
So there's a couple new ones. Wells Fargo's are 21.
20. Oh, wow. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Wow.
21. And what
gotta
you
get
do
some
is
new business
you pay
funding.
them off with another card.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just flipping it.
How do y'all do y'all do like a special liquidate, or do you just
We have a firm that does the liquidation. It's about 5%.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
check in that
Is
with
that
you.
what you guys charge?
No,
What
we
you
like I said, we're real estate, but we don't really do much of the business funding. I outsource it to my buddy Smitty or Brian Reyes. They've done a good job, but yeah, honestly, we can do it on camera one day.
You got to keep it all in. You should keep it all in house. So when the funnel works, okay, you have everything coming in and going back out
I like that.
to you.
I like that.
So-
You know, one thing good about these podcasts, because I told you before we started, I've only been in personal branding about 1.5 years, maybe. But I get free mentorship. You know, I love all this stuff. What made you get into personal branding, actually?
I'm going to ask Christian what happened. How did that happen? The Grant Cardone video.
We just wanted to start social media up again, and
Yeah.
he trusted me, and we just kept on going harder each time we
Yeah.
did it.
Grant Cardone has a great quote that I say all the time: "Is it's not who you know, it's who knows you." Right?
Oh well, everybody knows him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's done an amazing job.
I'm glad that we're on great terms now, and I really don't like the fact, and I was wrong. I really don't like the fact of how people continually attack him because I think he does a lot under the table for people. I don't mean paying people under the table.
Yeah.
I think he does a lot in the dark to help people. I know he does a lot from a charity standpoint to help people, and it's really obnoxious that certain guys who I'm friends with, okay, who when I took down the videos, I took a lot of shit
For taking them down?
for taking them down. Got a lot of shit from, publicly being Andy Elliott's friend, and being Albert's friend, and I went back to these guys. I didn't do it publicly. I went back privately, and I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you guys?" Okay, I'm nice to you, okay, and you know me, okay, and these guys are the same way. Why would I turn my back on them? I'm loyal to them. Albert has been nothing but a friend. Andy has been nothing but a friend. Why would I turn my back on them? Okay? So, it did cause a little friction between a certain guy who's pretty successful in this space. I don't know if he's really that successful, because you never know with people.
You can't tell online nowadays, yeah.
But I will tell you, one of the things that we're getting ready to do is, what do we got, Chris, for time?
Around 30 minutes, we're going to go 45.
Okay, because he needs me at 5. One of the things that we're getting ready to do is we're getting ready to do the raise money using social media.
Wow. Yeah.
Kind of like what Grant does. And when we do that, and we're going to take Shapiro Capital, we're doing a round A of financing,
Okay. Wow.
and we're taking the business and we're looking at the business as if it's like what Adam Newman did from WeWork.
Okay. Wow.
So he created a shared space, which is really a real estate company,
It is.
sublease, okay? But he convinced people it was a technology company because he served beer and smoked weed and had a ping pong table, okay? All right. All the same things we do. I don't smoke weed, but
Same. I don't either.
so I do drink beer once in a while, but he convinced people that he was a technology company. We are actually an online education company, which is a technology company, but we're also funding our equity in our deals for our students and funding some of the deals. So we're a real estate company and buying deals within the firm. So if you look at us, we're going to convince the public, not that we need it because we actually are a technology company, that's what we are, with all the ancillary profit centers that come into the company. And we're doing a round A. I'm waiting for everything to be prepped. We already have the investor. He's putting $2 million into the company for 10% of the company.
Wow.
Okay. Non-voting shares. Okay. So it's just money in and it's non-voting. And then we will then take the company from here to here
With
with
that
our
too.
with our advertising budget, and grow it to $2-3 million a month in revenue.
That's
and
amazing.
then take it public. All these guys will get shares. Okay. And I'll probably just sign a personal branding contract.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah.
So, and one of the things that they want to start doing, we haven't figured it out yet, is because we have done everything right in a social media space to grow this brand, people have asked me to teach them how to grow their real estate brand. And because I've been doing so much motivation, I don't know if you notice, I do a lot of long form content on YouTube, free giveaway. And then a lot of motivation. The motivation came from the personal difficulties in that personal relationship I had with my marriage. And the trials and tribulations that I was going through internally, I was able to use that to fuel my writing to heal.
You were being very vulnerable, which is good too. To also let them know.
I am, and for everybody that knows me, I pray every day for Gabby, and I would have did anything to make our marriage work because I loved her to the core of my body, but it wasn't just supposed to happen that way. So I hope her path is successful and she has a good life. But through that, through the pain and the suffering of that, I've been able to begin healing and actually heal pretty rapidly through writing.
That's amazing.
So, yeah.
There's a place where you can just kind of put it all on paper, basically, kind of get it out.
I'll
of your
show you
system.
after my file with all of my
Yeah.
all the stuff I've written. So I'm probably going to make it into some kind of a book or something, like give it away to people. But, I didn't realize how loud Tony was. Guys, just so you know. No, these are noise canceling.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah. But,
Well, I assume that from building your personal brand, you're able to touch and change people's lives. You're able to have some great deal flow. People, they're searching you up and say, man, this guy could buy this type of deal. I've heard him talk about it. They're going to bring it to you. And then you're basically building future partners too. The internet wasn't around when I was like 15, 16. It wasn't for you either, I assume, right? So
no.
It's a new beast. I'm new to it as well, but I feel like, there's purpose. And you're giving good purpose to the fact of just helping all the people. It's good. Like I said, you give the good uncle vibes, which is good.
They could call me Uncle Mark. We got
Uncle Mark.
We got Uncle G.
There you go.
They
Yeah,
call me Uncle
Mark,
M.
Uncle G.
Okay. If you want everyone to know one thing about Shane, okay, about Shane's business, about what you do, tell everybody, because that lens is going to make you look 15 years old.
Then I like this lens. If it makes me look thin, young, and
It does.
and handsome, I'd be
It
very
does.
happy.
I don't know. I just noticed that
Yeah.
when we had our event the last time in here, they use this because it's more telescopic. But
shoot.
I actually really was like, wow, that lens makes me look really good.
Okay. Well, then
So-
I like this lens, this camera here. No, honestly, I'd like to say that, about me and my business is what they would want to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I believe that, we want to be faith-based. So, we want to be genuine. We want to be not just transactional, but we want to have a relationship and friends, One thing that I'm very clear about is when we have attendees or people come that we're meeting with, I straight up say, honestly, we're judging you to see if we want to work together. Because not everyone that comes to the door am I going to transact with. I'll be friends, but I may not do business. I have family and certain cousins and stuff that I would be close with, but I won't do business with. So we're judging people, and also I think you should judge us. And I just, I want us to have positive people. We want all negative people out. I'm a big believer in getting any negative vibes out, out of the room. I just want to be around good people. As I get older, the more and more I want just positive people in my life. As far as business-wise, I say nerdy because I love to nerd out about real estate. I enjoy it. I'm sure you know what I mean. It's an addiction.
I do. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And then you feel when you start talking. There's a movie called Up, and you see the dogs in it, and they see a squirrel, and they say, "Squirrel." For me, that's me with real estate. I'll be driving.
Deal.
For sub owner.
Yep.
Multifamily. Like I observe that.
Oh yeah.
So what we're trying to do is, like I said, we're trying to build a nerdy community. We want to meet nerdy people that just want to nerd out, and everyone will be positive. So if you want to relate something with me, what I want is relationship and positivity. That's the two main things.
Guys.
Yes, sir.
You heard it here. Shane's heading off to a special conference. I may crash it.
You have to.
You heard it. This is a remarkable young man. He has grown his brand. He's very modest. And you should follow him, number one. And number two, you should look into buying his program because his program changes lives just like ours. So, guys, thank you. Let's go.